Hi everyone, welcome to the channel of the Holy Land by Itamar Buk, Moses' nephew. We are by the Via Dolorosa, by the 4th and 3rd station. You can see the sculpture over here of Jesus when he met up with Mary, the street in a lower level, but along this way. Next to us we have the 3rd station of where Jesus fell the 3rd time with a cross. And what we're going to do now is that we're going to walk towards the 1st stations. So we're in the Muslim quarter. The street is the Guy Street, or the Via Dolorosa Street. And you can see there is police, there is military over here. This is a war time, of course. The city is also empty, as you can see. We have Hagvura Square over there to the left-hand side. Hagvura is like the square of the heroes. It is named after the rabbi of Nehemiah Levi and Aaron Benita, that who killed over here by a terrorist. And to the left, we have the Austrian hospice from the 19th century, which is really for escapism, you can say, in the city. If you want to get out of the hectic city of Jerusalem sometimes, to have a bit of a break, to have apple strudel, a classic one like they have in Austria, this is the place. Oh. So our direction now is towards the Lion's Gate and towards the 1st and 2nd station of the Via Dolorosa. The 1st station of the Via Dolorosa is where Jesus was condemned to crucifixion. The one that judged him was the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate. Now you know who was supposed to judge him in the beginning? The son of King Herod, that also was known as Herods Antipas, but he refused, didn't want to judge Jesus, and that's how it got to be the Roman governor's job, Pontius Pilate, that condemned him to crucifixion. And we're also familiar with the washing of the hands, because he didn't want to be contained by the mistake of crucifying Jesus. We're getting closer and closer. You can see it is also the Muslim quarter by all the posters over here. You can see over the top of the black stone. And here you can see what is written. It is the Greek Orthodox Patriarch of Jerusalem, the prison of Christ. So you can see there are like two different tradition theories, let's say, by the different groups. Hello. Of where it happened. I can say that all of this complex is the courthouse complex, because the Orthodox tradition and the Catholic tradition are like that, next to each other. Next to station number 1, which is the place where it is believed by more of the Catholics that Jesus condemned to crucifixion by Pontius Pilate, there is also the 2nd station, and that's where they forced him to carry the cross, put on him the thorn crown, and where they also hit Jesus. They hit him, they beat him. From this moment, Jesus will start his way up towards the Golgotha while he's bleeding and carrying this heavy cross. Now, it is part of the Muslim quarter, but of course, if we're going back in time, it was mainly Jewish people that live over here, but those who control were the Romans. So now everything is really closed. But like we can see in the stations towards the Church of the Holy Sepulchre that mark the different events, we can also see over here the different stations and images, as we saw in number 3, 3rd station, and we saw also in the 4th station. So that was station number 2, and station number 1 is up there. Now it is a Muslim elementary school for boys. Hello Maria. And from here we will continue towards the Lion's Gate. And this is the location of the 1st and the 2nd station of the Via Dolorosa. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. about the first 4 stations of the Via Dolorosa.
Hey.
Is it open? Hi, how are you doing?
Fine, you're welcome.
So, can we go inside?
Yeah, let's do that. Shukran. Toda,
حبيبي
Shama.
تفضل.
Take a look at this kit.
Take a look at this kit.
Take a look how lucky we are.
We are lucky.
עשה קבוצה לפני חצי שעה.
Okay, so now, after we get so lucky and our friend over here opened the place for us, we have over here in this complex 2 churches, which are modern churches, but were built on top of much earlier churches. So it's not churches that were built over here for the first time in the modern time, like in the 20th century. The church, you can see the thorns by the entrance, above the entrance, which remind us of the thorn crown that they put over Jesus' head, because what he was condemned for? Ayanarai. Jesus Nazaratus Rex Judea, like Jesus from Nazareth, the King of the Jews. So we can see the thorn crown, as it's not a real crown, but a thorn one, by the entrance. And we will get into the church. We can take a video in the church. In the church, we will be able to see 3 beautiful images. So please follow me. The church is a Catholic church. We won't have to be too loud.
Yeah, but we're the only one.
Huh?
You can.
So you can see these 3 images. The first one to the left-hand side is Pontius Pilate, when he washed his hands after he condemned Jesus to crucifixion. The one to the right, let's focus on the one to the right now. It is the one where they offer the people to release or Jesus or Barabbas, which was a murderer, and the people decided to release him and not to release Jesus. So this is Barabbas' image. And the one in the middle is when Jesus is tied into the cross. Above in the ceiling, you can see the gold ceiling. We can see again the thorn crown that was placed over Jesus' head. The church is a beautiful church, and it is really by the first station where we start, the Via Dolorosa. Another thing that we can see, guys, is that inside the thorn crown, you can see it is all flourishing. But if you look outside of the thorn crown, you can see like the drops of blood. So that also reminds us of like the divine nature of Jesus and the human nature of Jesus. My friends, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed the first stations of the Via Dolorosa and the church that we just visited. And I hope to see you in the next video too. Thank you so much. Moses Nephew Channel.